Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a look with Too Faced's Naturals Matte Palette. So I do have some staining going on. So normally I don't like to test with some concealer, but I think it's only fair to kind of go with a clean base. So I am just going to kind of take my Shape Tape. You might be like, girl, that is not your color anymore, because I have a tan and I love it. But I'm just gonna kind of concentrate on my lid, going up a little bit. So it's more so my eye. And Shape Tape is really like a great one that you don't need that much for. If you're doing one color, I think you can kind of put your eyeshadow on top. But if you're doing blending and anything like that, where you don't want the product to catch, I think it is good to use a setting powder, is my personal preference. Depending on what you use, what your skin wants to do. You might just put your eyeshadow on top. Like, there's general rules for things. Right? But with makeup, there's like, this is how you should do it. But sometimes it's like, this also could work. So it might leave you kind of whiter than what you want, but you're probably going to cover it up. So see how it goes afterwards. You might just want to put it on your lid. But I had my staining kind of going off that way. But I just want to kind of be fair to testing. So I did get this with my BoxyCharm. So I feel like for 9 colors, it's so big. So I do think I'm going to go into Heaven and just kind of concentrate that at my inner corner. So when you first do it, you're like, whoa, that looks like you put on your concealer a little wrong. But it will kind of go out in the end. I'm just kind of more so marking where I want that punch. So going in with a nice big blending brush, I'm going to go is less is more. So Too Faced is definitely one of those ones that I find kind of like hit and miss. I am working on doing like my palette collection video. I'm a little busy and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. So I filmed it 2 different ones that I'm not kind of happy with. So I think I might do kind of like brand specific and just kind of have them come out all at once. Just so it's not too big of a video. So just give me some time. So sorry, I'm going into Sexpert. Nice easy names for me to get. And I'm just building up that outer corner. And I always think with like nudes and like nude colors and things like that, really try, like, yeah, they're kind of similar, but use those different colors. It makes it easier for creating like dimension. And I think like that's something great about makeup, is you can just really have fun with it. So I am going to go into Risky Business. And I do think it's cute, like the palette kind of has like that like lace imprint into it. So I'm also going to just kind of take that up, bring it in. Just going in with a clean brush to clean up. Going back into Risky Business. And then I am going to put cleavage, kind of going in a little while still saving some space on that inner part. So I definitely think if you want to build up your makeup collection but are short on funds a little, BoxyCharm does work really nicely. There's definitely some great subscription boxes out there. And I think if you're like young, go in with a friend, right? Kind of alternate. I'll take this palette, you take that palette. I'm just going to go back into Risky Business. So I do think these kind of blend okay, but it might blend a little bit away on you. And then I'm going to go into Lace Teddy. And just kind of apply that in the inner part of my lid. With my clean brush, just kind of going over everything, making sure there's no harsh lines. I do think I'm going to go into Less is More and put that on my lower lash line. And because it's a nice kind of light color, just going a little thicker with it. So it might be like, I have bags under my eyes, but I really think like just the color underneath does a lot. And then if you feel like you have bags under your eyes, just kind of keep it tight to your lash line. So I think I am gonna finish it off with Wander Beauty. And I do think when I kind of brighten up there, like it's not as like dramatic, but even like doing an eyeliner, it just helps to keep things a little bit just a brighter eye when you're smoking it out to make it a little bit more daytime. And I know for myself, like, to try and go out later or do things later in the day, if you're working, you might just not have the time to like go home, do full things. So easy, pop on some eyeliner to extend to nighttime. I would still be comfortable because it is summertime. You can have things kind of light, airy, and that not look so heavy on the makeup. It still works. I feel like wintertime is where you can put more on because you're trying to keep your face warmer. So I do think it's a nice kind of simple palette. I do think it's maybe more expensive out there for just 9 shades. I definitely like their like natural nudes. I think is worth a little bit of extra because I do think some of their nude palettes are really nice, but it's still like, it's just a pretty palette, not bad eyeshadows. I would say like you might have issues with like you'll blend away the color that's there, so you don't want to overwork it, but I think the colors really go nicely together. Like essentially I've used 6 colors to get like a nice look. I'm happy with it. I always like kind of like my brown smoky eyes. They do have it where they have kind of how to do other, but I feel like I should go through some of my Too Faced palettes and try those out. But I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it's simple and easy to use. So if you are liking a nude palette, I think Too Faced does have some nice ones out there. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Bye.